hey, just give me 10 minutes a day and the rest of it just where I have your complete undivided attention, only asking for 10 minutes of my wife's time a day. And she said I was controlling because I wanted to talk to her for 10 minutes a day. So I'm actually learning about my new wife, her life, and what she's doing through her Instagram. And what do I see through her Instagram? She's partying, she's wearing skimpy dresses, she's dancing with men. I'm not a jealous man, that's not the problem, but it was kind of like, what the hell? I moved to this city for you, and you won't even talk to me? So that happened for a while, and I kind of sensed that maybe she was like, maybe she doesn't want to move to America. And she told me as much. She's like, oh, my career's taking off here. I have 150,000 followers now. People are noticing me. She was getting invited to the best parties and that kind of stuff. She was really soaking up the social media fame, which at that time was only about 130,000 followers, which about 40,000 followers of them were for our wedding pictures, so you're welcome. So I was just feeling really neglected and like confused. And then something happened. She called me, hysterically crying, saying she was harassed and assaulted by a police officer. And I know that she's she's very loud and strong and stands her ground, and which I respected about her. But I was like, crap. You can't do what you did in China and Nigeria. You're gonna get it's gonna end badly for you. So what did I do? I freaked out. I spent money I shouldn't have spent, and I flew to Nigeria to see her. And it rekindled everything. She was like, I miss you so much. She went from discarding me, completely ignoring me, to love bombing me again once I'm in Nigeria. Then I get back from Nigeria, and I find out that she lied about the entire police officer incident. She was actually the one that assaulted the police officer. And I saw the video where she's filming them, and then she slaps him and slaps the phone out of his hands. And I'm just like, wow, you lied to me. And that should have been a red flag for me. That should have been a predictor of what's to come. But hell, I was in love, and I was obsessed with her, and I just really wanted to be with her. And, stupid young country boy, unexposed country boy that I was. But this continued for a while, and now I know why she was so absent. She was having an affair. Not because I knew about it. I learned about this affair. I knew about a different affair that she had, which we're going to go into great detail about that because it's one of the most messed up things that's ever occurred in my life. We're going to go into the affair that she had with a person I didn't know, some guy she calls in her book named Jack. So this is a month after, this has got to be within the first 3 months after our traditional wedding, and she's already having an affair with another man. So it's no wonder. But I didn't know about this affair until her book came out. When she published this book and talked about this affair, the details of it were vastly different than the other affair that I knew about. And we'll go into the details of that one, that messed up situation. So I married this woman. I moved to LA for her music, her dream. I make all these sacrifices. I'm immigrating her here, and she's cheating on me. Right? Damn, I wish I would have known then, because I wasn't legally married to her in the United States yet. We just did the traditional wedding. I would have bailed then. I wish I just would have known, but I didn't. I didn't find out about all the affairs until we already had our first child. And therefore, when we had a child, I felt like I wanted to keep the family together, regardless of the crazy stuff I was finding out. So I'm here building, and I'm just lonely. I'm here, I don't know a soul, trying to build a business. That first 6 months in LA was really torture, because I just married a woman. She would barely talk to me for no explainable reason, and I was being accused of being controlling because I just wanted to talk to her on the phone, see how her day was, tell her about my day. I didn't get that. I wouldn't hear from her for 3 or 4 days at a time. Over from scratch for another human being's dream. I think that's husband of the year material myself. Like that's the way it should be. And then while I'm doing all of this, I am getting cheated on at least twice. One thing looks like from the wording in the book, she was fed some nice sushi, so she felt that she needed to cheat on her husband. And then there's another incident that this is you will not believe this one. It is insane. But there's a build up to this because the story must go on. So that is the time frame from getting married to right up into the moment that she was immigrated. I was neglected. I was accused of being controlling because I wanted to talk to my wife. Pretty reasonable. And I moved to a new city for her dream. Yep, that's what I did. And I probably should have just called it all off when I found out that she lied to me about the police officer, because I should have saw it as a red flag and a predictor to what had come, and I could have bailed at that moment with no consequences. But I'm an idiot. I stayed. I regret nothing, because I have the most two amazing, beautiful daughters that were obviously supposed to be in this world. But, when I learned about that, the two instances, one that she told me about and one that I read about in her book, the rule of 3, if there's whatever it is, you times it by 3. So there was obviously a lot more. And there is more that I know about, but I'm not going to reveal names out of respect, because I promised I wouldn't.